1, 2, 3. It's the podcast.
Welcome, everybody, again to a lovely, lovely evening here in Jamestown, New York. It's beautiful outside. The sun is shining. We're happy to be here. This is 1, 2, 3. It's the podcast. I'm Cosmo and Jose, going to be hosting today for my brother, as once again, he cannot be here. Go figure.
Go figure.
As always, I got Jose with me here, and we have a very special guest, co-host / the man, the myth, the legend, Marco Scapelitte. He's going to be helping us out today. What's up, buddy?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. We love having you on here. So, let's get into it. There's no Game of Thrones going on right now.
It's a sad time. It really is.
I know everybody's home, crying, waiting, maybe rewatching every other season. We're going to start by throwing out a few shows that might, keep you company while you pine and wait for Game of Thrones to come back. I personally just finished watching Shameless, finally. I binge-watched it. Good show.
Bless you.
Sorry.
That's all right, Paul. Big fan of the show. If you haven't seen Shameless, like I said, I just binge-watched the whole thing. Great show to get into if you haven't seen that yet. You guys' thoughts on Shameless? Have you seen it, Jose?
I've seen every episode of Shameless, and I'll tell you what, you will identify with the Gallaghers so much. Especially Frank. That's my boy.
I feel like, Jose, you're pretty much like Frank.
I mean,
so. When I see you, that's what I think of. I
really?
think Frank, yeah. Frank Gallagher.
Some loose, moral asshole who just sells his family's possessions for drugs. Thanks, buddy.
Shameless is one I've gotten into. I'm really excited. A show called Westworld is going to be coming back on for its second season. Really quick recap or a summary of what it's about. It's basically a bunch of rich people who have money, get to go spend all this money to live their fantasy life in the old Wild West, which is really a bunch of AI.
Well, there's no Will Smith, is there?
No Will Smith.
Are they robots?
Yeah.
Spider robots?
Some robots?
Robots, if you will, yeah. They're all supposed to stick to a plan, keep it short. That doesn't always ever go right with artificial intelligence. Those are some of the shows I like and I'm excited about. Scap, what have you been watching lately? What can we watch right now?
I've been watching Rick and Morty.
That's
Much.
right.
And,
Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Pickle
I love it. I love it on a number of levels. It's really well put together. It's funny, but like there's this existential, psychological kind of lessons on life background that it has. I think. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
And they're not very subtle. Like you could pick them out, but like if you think you're in deep, you can be introspective after the show and be like, yeah.
Or you could just watch it at face value and laugh your ass off.
Yeah, either way you go, it's fucking amazing. Oh, can I say fucking?
You can just do whatever the fuck you want.
That's right, we're on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
okay.
we can say whatever we want.
It's not your grandmother's podcast.
Okay, so it's not. All right.
It might be your grandmother's podcast. I don't know. It's not really my grandmother's podcast.
Oh, right. My grandma would probably watch this.
There you go.
She'd probably be
commenting
a lot. She'd be commenting a lot.
Grandma Scap's probably pretty down-to-earth chick.
You should get her on her. She's 93 and she's still kicking.
Well, she won't be shocked by anything we say then.
And she won't. She'll probably like it. But actually, your brother turned me on to that a little bit. Like when he was wearing the Tiny Rick shirt during your shows.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'm like, what's Tiny Rick? He's like, dude, just go watch it. I'm like, all right. So I watched it, and I saw the first episode. I'm like, this is badass.
Everything that Zeke likes, show-wise, I got him hooked on him. Because I would watch theories
so it was
and stuff like that.
Went from
but he would always make fun of me. Like, why are you watching all these Game of Thrones theories? Why are you watching all these Rick and Morty theories? I'm like, it was fucking awesome. And he finally sat down and watched it. And look at him now. Wearing Tiny Rick shirts. That's right.
Yeah, that's his jam now.
So
maybe he just loves you that much.
Yeah, that too.
So you're like the grandpa of my infinity toward Rick and Morty.
That's right.
Because Zeke would be like the papa. Like I got it from him. But
he's my Jerry.
Okay.
All right, so Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Jose, I know you're not a big TV guy other than Game of Thrones, but you got Rick and Morty, but you got to have something you're excited about. Movie, TV show.
Movie?
Yeah, give us a movie.
I went and saw It the other day. It was pretty good. It's funny. I'm terrified of clowns, so it was scary to me. But other people were like, "Yeah, it's kind of bunk." It was kind of bunk, but it was funny. You should go watch it.
It is funny.
I laughed a lot.
Is it meant to
what's
be
that
funny?
Glasses character's name? Was it Richie? Whatever that kid.
I saw it, believe it or not, I saw it when it was out as a mini-series. I don't know if that dates me a little bit, but when it was on TV.
What was it, 93 or something like that?
I think it was even before that. Look it up.
I don't know.
I don't know. I was just a little
However,
kid at that time.
how many years
Jose,
is it?
I don't even know if Jose was born
It's
in
been a
93.
while, yeah.
I mean, like, how often does the It Monster come back? Like every 20 years?
27.
So 27 years ago.
Yeah, 27 years ago.
So 1990.
Yep.
I was born that year.
I remember
You old
kind of seeing it on
bastards.
TV.
Wow.
So I
Paul,
remember-
you're not that much older than me, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Paul
Older than you. I'm younger, aren't I?
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're younger. Or you're older than me. That's the
I
word.
am?
Yeah, I'm only
Oh,
27, dude.
Jose's a youngin. He don't be deceived by his
He's a
outer
young lad.
appearance. He's a youngin.
He's a young laddie.
So there's some shows to watch. Oh, I'm always excited for Walking Dead. I know Jose's not big on it, but we don't need to talk about that because they got plenty of TV shows about The Walking Dead, and they can fill you in on everything you need to know about that. Some things to watch while you're missing your Game of Thrones. I want to talk about a serious thing now. Before I go too far, I'm gonna throw a little bit out. I like to call Cosbro's Cosbits.
There you go.
And this just came to me. I want to talk today about diet and, problems with eating disorders. Many of us, we don't know how to face the day. We have problems with our appearance.
Yeah.
This is not good in the world today. It's just come to my attention that, our producer Paul,
Paulie.
he has his own weight issues that he's struggling with right now, and I just want to kind of talk about this and address this. I mean, this is a serious problem in today's world, right, Scap? I mean,
I
feel like
attest.
it's always been a problem.
yeah. Well, today's world, yesterday's world, every world.
I can attest.
All the worlds.
I've been in those shoes. I was in those shoes for quite a while.
So I guess what I want to say is, Paul, no more coconut.
No more coconut
Pills.
poop pills.
All right.
They make them poop.
You don't need to lose weight.
No, you don't.
You look just fine the way you are.
Ladies, Paul is single.
We could probably say we could say that about everybody though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What? That
If
Paul
you-
is single?
No, that we all look good the way we are.
I think
Well-
we all look good the way we are. You
Well,
gotta be confident with what you
Yeah,
got.
we do. I
That's the hard
mean,
part.
we're some good-looking bastards, though. I mean, not everybody is going to be as lucky as us. But if you're not, you should still look at yourself like you are. And that's my little Cosbro Cosbit for the day.
Sweet.
Something that's important to me. So,
Yeah, Paul.
I hear you.
Important to us.
Paul, you're very important to us.
He's single, by the way. I think so. Right? Are you?
Yeah.
And
He's single.
And he might have lost a few pounds over the last
Right.
week or two or month. Who knows?
Right.
So, looking good, man. Looking good back there. We're going to go on to sports now.
This is where I clock out.
Scap, you're a big sports fan.
I do especially football.
And football just started back
football.
up this
Yeah,
weekend.
it's pretty-
Buffalo Bills fan.
I went to the game.
Were you there?
Yeah, I went to the game.
Oh, tell us about the game, man.
Gorgeous. I don't know, gorgeous day. Energy. It was a hopeful energy, like as it is in the beginning of a Buffalo Bill season. People are still hopeful. People are crazy, doing like the tailgating was out of control, and so that was kind of cool. As far as the team was concerned, I thought they looked great on defense. The offense kind of got it done. I mean, they have some holes that they need to address. I think they need maybe some kind of wide receiver, like more veteran-based wide receiver to make plays. But I'm happy with them right now.
Well, let's.
I know they did play the Jets.
Well, let's throw this
but
out. The
Any
Bills
NFL team,
won and are in first place in their
They did.
division right now.
and it's easy to be a little cynical about judging on how things have been in the past, but I'll take it. So.
Well, I watched some of that game as I was flipping back and forth with my favorite team, the Cleveland Browns.
That's your
And-
favorite team?
That is my
And
favorite team.
they almost
Don't
beat
pick
the
on me now,
Steelers.
Jose.
I don't even care about sports, but I'm definitely hometown pride.
Oh, no, well, I love the Bills. Don't get me wrong. Bills, but they're always going to be number 2 to the Brownies.
Oh, shit.
Let me throw this out there. I say this every year, but this year it's the real deal, okay?
Sure it is.
I'm going to tell you, the Browns are amazing. Yeah, we came up a little short.
Only by 3.
But I think that it was probably because the refs cheated at some point.
The refs?
Yeah, the refs.
Yeah.
Whatever. The referees.
Is that like when you're playing Madden, you blame the controller?
The officials.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like blaming the controller, like the battery dying or something? Or it didn't...
Listen, I threw a lot of Nintendo controllers at the Nintendo when I was younger. I would get mad. I have a little rage.
That's the NFL equivalent. Right?
But what I got to say is this. The Cleveland Browns, they look good this year. And I think, we started off with a loss. We're going to turn that around. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the Browns go 15-1. AFC Championship. Probably move on to the Super Bowl. I don't want to make, I don't want to go too far.
Bet on this one?
Not on air. We're not going to bet on this one, which means probably not.
What are you drinking?
He's not drinking that Pabst yet.
That statement right there is...
Bugs.
Oh, I didn't need a warm beer. It
is warm, but you got to drink the warm beer.
I'm okay.
All right, I'll drink.
We're not plugging Pabst, especially when it's warm, but drink a Pabst sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with Pabst. So football is back. It was a great weekend. I'm a huge football fan. I loved it. I'm enjoying it. Fantasy football is my thing. I think all 3 of us are in fantasy football leagues.
I don't really care about mine.
These 2 are in a league together. Me and Scap used to be in a league until he didn't care anymore because his team was garbage. So.
Wait,
I won one year, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'd only been in it for how long? 3 years?
Oh, well, you were in there for a little bit.
3 or 4, and I won out of the 3 or 4 years I was there. I won, so that's a pretty good winning percentage.
Well, in your first year, you did trade
for Drew Brees
for like nothing. Mark Ingram,
who's a stud now.
So yeah.
Hey.
But we all love fantasy football. I'm proud to say 3 teams, 3 victories, and it's only going to keep rolling. My teams are looking awesome. Probably better than these guys' teams have ever looked.
I don't know, man. My team's looking pretty good, according to what people tell me.
Yeah, well, who are you rolling with? Who are you rolling with? Who's your stud player?
I don't know.
You don't even know, see? According to what people tell me.
I got these guys. You can read them off if you want.
Drew Brees, Jordy Nelson, Terrell Pryor, Devontae Freeman, DeMarco Murray. You have a good team. Travis Kelce.
Thank you.
And that's in a...
Very good. Did you draft that, or did your boss draft that for you?
My boss, a.k.a. friend, Rich, and I share a fantasy team because I don't know shit about football, but we're going to win that money. We're going to win that trophy. And yes, Rich.
And it's a sizable trophy.
Well, I hope one of you 2 do win that league because I
won my first week.
So
did I.
So that's for football at least. Anything else to say about football? You got a prediction for the Bills this year?
I think the Bills will go 9-7 and miss the playoffs. To be honest, I'm not going to say they're going 15-1.
I'm just what can I do?
I'd like to see them go to the playoffs, obviously, but to be realistic, I think they're still young and they got a new coach and they're starting over. So
right on, Jose. Yes. You got a prediction for the Bills?
They're going to win. Yay, sports. I don't know.
They're going to win.
All right, let's go Buffalo. Let's go Brownies. Also in sports, I'm not even going to say much about this, but I think it's worth mentioning. As I am a Cleveland Browns fan, I pretty much like a lot of things Cleveland. They're not my favorite baseball team, but the Cleveland Indians just went for their 20th straight win, which it's pretty impressive. So it's worth mentioning.
Oh, yeah.
As long as the Yankees don't win, I'm good with baseball.
Dude, really?
So I'm a Red Sox fan and an Indians. Those are my teams.
All right.
So, I have family in Massachusetts. I'm not going to get into it. Not a big Yankees fan. Now, I don't think we ever found this out. Paul, did you find out what the date was on this huge fight we got going on?
Oh, yeah. Zeke and Joel.
All right.
Zeke and Joel are fighing?
They're going to lair league.
They're wrestling.
It's next month.
Oh, shit.
Okay, sometime next month, and we will...
Is Joel training?
We should do montages of
we should
training.
We will have the exact date for you guys in future podcasts. As I don't know right now, I do know next month, big wrestling match between Joel and Zeke. This is going to be off the hook. it's gonna. I mean, tickets are cheap, so I mean,
who does the winner fight? Who does the winner fight?
Well, me and Jose are probably gonna.
Well, it's not like it's pretty much a beef settler. If you have a beef with anyone on the podcast, you can go for the belt.
Oh, okay.
So if Zeke or Joel wins, they're like, let's go.
Who has
you want the belt? Let's
moment?
go for it. You know,
Zeke had the belt.
What belt though?
We got to make one.
Is it like a podcast belt or?
I think I want to buy like a real small child's WWE belt and just like
Walmart.
Yeah, a Walmart belt. Put like a piece of paper over it that says 1, 2, 3 or something. I don't know.
Oh, because I kind of want to get that belt myself, so I'm gonna call it right now.
Oh shit.
Zeke.
Shit.
I'm
probably
you,
Zeke,
brother.
but Joel. I'm not picking Zeke. Joel. I'm not picking him.
You got to do it in wrestling fashion.
Zeke or Joel.
Give me a whoop.
I'm coming for you.
There you go.
Give me Ric Flair.
Woo! Cosmo is coming for you guys. When you finally figure out which one is the bigger, least pussy of the two, I will be the bigger least pussy.
The bigger least pussy.
Whatever. I'm coming for your asses.
The BL.
I'm just throwing that out there. So this match, big stuff. We will maybe bring it to you live, I'm thinking, on one of our future podcasts.
Can I commentate?
Definitely.
Most certainly, yeah. So I'm really excited about that.
That'll be fun to watch. I think Joel's going to win.
For those of you who are around the area, you know, we recently had our local music showcase this last weekend. A lot of local bands out in the area, a lot of good stuff. I know that Scap was there, I was there, Jose was working, but he was there.
I was working there.
So we all had a good time. I know I had a good time. I didn't have to work. Anything stand out to you in the showcase this year? Any bands that kind of caught your eye?
I saw Spooky Westcott for the first time.
I did as well.
Since the
Battle of the Bands.
Battle of the Bands, so that was cool. It's cool to see them kind of play.
Yeah,
And,
I was the first time I got to see them. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, it was after our show, and then I saw the audience. I saw Teal's band Rose Gold.
Yeah, that was the one that stuck out to me. Rose Gold was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Teal's got a great voice, and yeah, I pretty much saw all the bands at Mojo's. If I wasn't playing in it, I saw it. So I was basically at Mojo's for most of the time. I thought that was the genre that I liked the most.
Mojo's did have a really good lineup, as did other places as well.
No, they did. I just figured I'd go there. And then Slow Motion was playing at Shawbucks, but I missed them. But I'm sure we'll be seeing those guys again. So.
Oh, yeah. A good friend Priest, who was on the podcast with me a few weeks back, his band Slow Motion, they were great. I was down there for that, down to Shawbucks. That was a good show. Yeah, I was happy to see Spooky Westcott. I thought they were pretty good. I was all over the place. I caught a lot of different bands, but I thought everything went over great. It was a great weekend, which this local music is going to kind of take me into my next little thing here. He's special guest co-hosting for us, but he is also one of our guests of the show today, Marco Scapelitte. He's a drummer, man of many talents, mathematician.
Sweet, thanks.
All around great guy. Scap. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for asking me.
We're going to ask you some questions, get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
I've been told you are in what I've also been told is one of the greatest rock bands ever, Trip to Deuce. Tell me about Trip to Deuce.
Trip to Deuce, yeah. Band of brothers there. I don't know. We've been doing it for, 3 years now? It doesn't seem like it.
Has it been 3 years? Really?
I think it's been probably over 3 years, right?
I think it's been
yeah.
I think it's been over 3 years. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of evolved. Like I love the music. It's kind of right up my alley. Like we're doing obviously some new stuff that's kind of it's a little edgier, which I like. I like playing more rock and stuff like that. It kind of gives me a chance to kind of open up, kind of free reign to do whatever, but still try to hold it down. And I don't know. We just have fun. We have a lot of fun. Like. Just being goofballs and not giving a fuck and just playing.
That's the essence of rock and roll right there.
That's right.
I
don't know. It's been cool. It's been a cool ride.
Good, man. I've heard that you guys are going to be releasing a new single.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, we went to Ben Jewell's recording outfit called Tone Hill Studios, and we recorded. No, I know it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't. Good Lord, do it.
Cowards on the Run?
Good
Is that
Lord.
what it's called?
When he said
I wanted to
Tone
say
Hill,
Twice the
I
Man.
thought Tone Loc.
We had a song. We had a song in mind, Twice the Man, but no, we're doing Cowards on the Run, and we just got Jeremy Bunce to come in and lay down a track. He's with Zeke right now, so I'm looking forward to hearing it. I heard the scratch track or the raw track, and it sounded good. I liked Zeke's vocals, and I liked the way everything came out. But it's edgier. Like it seems like we're going toward that, which is cool.
So you like Zeke's vocals?
I did like
those.
Zeke's
Are the
vocals.
only vocals that you liked on that scratch track? Though?
Why is there? Are you insinuating there's another track?
I don't know, but there's not any other vocals were on the scratch track?
At least not the one I heard.
Oh, alright. I happen to know the guy who sang the other vocals, like the backup vocals on that song. I thought he did a pretty darn good job. I see him in the mirror once in a while. So you're excited about this new song. I hear also that there's probably going to be a new video at some point.
Either Yo-Yo or Cowards on the Run, yeah.
So I'm excited.
And Zeke always comes up with some good concepts for the video, so I'm just going to do my best.
As long as it's not in the water again. That shit was cold.
Actually, that was fun. Oh, that's right. Jose was in the video.
I'm in all the videos.
Jose's been
in every video. That's
except
right.
for Hey Yo, Mississippi. I was driving the Starlet around.
So okay, so you were still kind of there.
That counts. You were still part of that video.
I was there.
I don't know, just like the stuff we're doing. Not only the music, but the videos and just the stuff we do is cool. So
it's fun. It's fun stuff.
It's cool.
So, other than being in the greatest rock band of all time, you know,
dabble in other.
You do dabble in other bands that are very good as well. Let's talk about Cold Lazarus.
Okay.
Tell me about you guys and what kind of music and.
Well, it's kind of all over. I mean, we do like funk, reggae. We try to be progressive. So when we're writing songs, it kind of just it goes wherever our minds kind of take it in that moment. And the songwriting process is just it's just like cool. What would sound cool here? And I have this idea. Okay, you have that idea, and we just kind of mesh all this stuff, all these ideas, and it just kind of becomes cohesive after a while. And you have what we play, which that's what it is. So it's a little progressive, funky.
I really enjoy Cold Lazarus.
I do.
Thanks, man.
I do as well.
Thank you.
Probably the second best band you're in.
Right.
But they're good. They're good. They're really good. You guys are good because not they. But you do have a CD out with them guys.
Yeah.
Correct.
We recorded an EP just to kind of get the things in motion, be able to kind of send it out, press kits and stuff like that. We put it on Spotify, and so we can kind of advertise it. And it was the smart thing to do because it really kind of opened up people to our music, and it just, like I said, it really catalyzed just getting out there and playing. So yeah,
everywhere I look, I'm seeing Cold Lazarus, and by everywhere I mean Facebook. Like crazy.
All of my suggested ads.
You guys are everywhere.
Cold Lazarus, I swear to God.
Okay.
You guys tell what?
Well, it helps that you're a friend.
What other shows you got coming up? Can you tell us?
We're playing Mojos with a band called, I think I'm saying this right, the Molice, the Malice.
I'm going to go with the first one because that sounds cool.
I thought it was Molice when I read it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they were made of a ripoff of the Police, but no, they're nothing like that. They're from Japan, and I saw some videos online.
That's this Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be working the door for
this Friday at Mojo's. You can catch Cold Lazarus opening. Are you opening?
We're opening.
Opening for Molice.
Yep.
The Molice.
The Molice, Molice.
Whatever it is. I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome. What else you got coming?
We're kind of in and out of the studio right now, but in terms of like what we're doing, but to tell you the truth, dude, you know me, so I'm like I'm scatterbrained as hell, so like I'll know about the gig a couple days before we have to play. If you go on coldlazarusband.com, like there's shows there, like, but
what was that?
I don't know. I feel bad that I can't come up with something off the top of my head.
Gavin said the other day is it coldlaz.us as well?
Right, it's coldlazar.us.
That's cool.
You could do that too.
That's clever.
Yeah, and then our shows are on there. But we played Nietzsche's in Buffalo, and we played some festivals over the summer. We played Nightlights. We played Broken String. We played Light Fest.
That was fun. I liked that.
Those were super cool, and like the weather was just amazing during all of them, and like we were able to camp and just have fun. I saw you at Night Lights, obviously. So
I wasn't there.
I saw him at Heron. That's what it was. He didn't play Heron. See, I told you. I
yeah, he saw me there.
I don't. In spirit. I saw you in spirit. You were.
I was flying overhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, Cold Lazarus, good stuff. Trip the Deuce, good stuff.
But you can find it on Spotify, and I'm trying to get Trip the Deuce on Spotify too. So that's one of my projects for upcoming weeks.
So
it takes weeks to do that.
It really doesn't, but when I get to it, it's weeks.
I can also attest that Scap is a little scatterbrained at times.
Oh my god, sorry.
But that's all right. That's all right. Love working with you, Scap, in our project together, and you also now for a while you had your own business. You had, and you were about to have again.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the Phoenix Rising, what you guys did prior, and where you're going to be moving into.
Phoenix Rising Wellness Studio was originally on Pine Street, right next to Gialli's, and I built it basically to facilitate people helping other people. So there's a lot of people around the area that want to help, that want to kind of share their gift with the community, and a lot of times they don't have a place to do it. So I wanted to build a place where people could go and share their gifts with other people. That was the underlying foundation. That was the mission, if you will.
Okay, and
but it kind of grew into something more.
Yeah, it really did, and I thought that this was great. The Phoenix Rising. I mean, you had yoga night.
Yeah.
Okay, people went there and had yoga. There was wine and art night.
Yeah, there was paint night.
I feel like that was a popular one.
That was real popular. Yeah, that was
paint
good.
night where you got your wine, you got your paintbrush, and someone was there teaching you how to paint.
Yep.
There was poetry.
Yep, Autumn did. She came to me. That's how I met Autumn. She came to me and said, I don't think we were actually talking about the poetry thing, but I told her, I'm like, you do poetry at Infinity? She's like, yeah. I'm like, how would you like to do it here? And she's like, yeah, that'd be awesome. And I'm like, let's do it. So we created a monthly thing, and to see her kind of take off with that is cool. And that's really what my mission was. It was to help people it was like to catalyze them, like coming into their, honestly coming into their own, but kind of giving them a venue to be able to express themselves and kind of get things going for themselves. Right. So I'm happy with what she's doing everywhere. She's doing it now everywhere else, which is awesome.
Which we will be meeting Autumn in a little bit, but I want to go with the Phoenix Rising for just a little bit. So, like I said, all sorts of stuff. You even learned Reiki.
Reiki. Yeah, Reiki healing.
What?
The ragu.
So, I mean, ragu.
I give you the ragu. Yeah, Reiki is it's a an energy healing modality. It's real simple. It's all about being a conduit for like love and healing for someone, and just kind of being present for them. And it's one of those things where you really have to experience it. I really can't give it its due.
I had it once at Light Fest. I got a massage.
You did?
Yeah, Jen Rains.
Yeah, and she did
a
Reiki.
massage for my birthday, and she ended it with some Reiki, and like, that's weird. It was it was like being on acid again.
I know. It's awesome stuff. It's wonderful stuff. So yeah, I do that, and I love that. I just had a session today with someone, and so I still do it.
Sounds dirty.
And you are certified.
Yeah.
So
I'm certified.
Certified G.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great things going down at the Phoenix Rising, and now unfortunately that closed down for now. But I've just heard that you are going to be reopening.
Just like a phoenix, it re-rises, man.
Right, re-rise, the re-risen. Yeah, in April. In April, I decided to kind of step down for it for a number of reasons, but knowing kind of full well that it would probably take shape somewhere else, and it did. I had my eye on a property in town, and I ended up just closing on it. So I'll be at 509 North Main Street from now on.
Okay,
and it's a beautiful building.
How long before that's up and running, Scap?
Well, I mean, I'll probably have the keys to it soon, but I probably won't start having events and stuff until probably late October.
Late October.
That's pretty soon, though.
That is
pretty soon. Maybe even sooner.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like, I've already had people calling me and saying, like, I heard you're doing this. Can I do this? I'm like, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what it's all about. It's getting people in there and again, letting them share their gifts with.
And I think on that side of town, there's nothing really going on around North Main, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's only a block away from like Lab. So
so it's not too far away.
No, it's not. Do you know where the Marvin House is?
Yes.
It's right next door.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So it's not too far. It's about a block away.
All right.
So yeah, so I just help. Every time I meet someone, I'm like, yeah, if there's something you want to do and you need a spot to do it, and it's a really conducive spot to what I want to do to continue that, I'm like, you could do it there.
So if you are watching this and you have an idea or something that you want to do and you want to bring people in and share this with them, Marco is the guy to contact. The Phoenix Rising, great program. I love it. I'm glad to hear that it's going to be back, man.
Thanks, man.
So that's fantastic, Scap. Is there anything else you want to talk about, or
me personally? No.
Fair enough, ladies and gentlemen. Marco Scapelitte.
And I feel like it's time to hit the streets.
Oh, we still have Jose's thought of the day coming up.
That was my
trying to get out.
I'll be real honest with you guys. Cosmo woke me up from a nap to actually come down here. I broke out of the Red Keep again. So I don't have a thought of the day. I just don't. So we're gonna hit the streets.
Well, I still had some things to say here.
What
but
do you got? Because we have to meet someone.
Before. Oh, okay. Oh, is it already almost that time?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, really quick before we do go,
He wasn't kidding.
I want to go further with your thought of the day. Let's not do Jose's thought of the day. Let's do Jose's meme of the day.
Meme of the day.
Jose, I've been told by some very important people, is pretty much the best memer in all of this county, perhaps the state.
I would say.
I wouldn't say the state, but maybe this county.
All right, probably the best memer of this county, and a new little segment. He's going to give his meme of the day. So, without further ado,
and then you're gonna just plug that in there. Right when he said that. He's gonna show the meme.
What are you gonna do?
sure.
Poof.
All right, there it was, and that was the meme of the day. Welcome to this Cosbit Jose meme of the day.
We were going to play a little music for you, but we're running out of time, so we wanted to catch up with our good friend Autumn, who we were talking about earlier. So first we're going to hit the street. Okay, so we're here at the Labyrinth, and I'm here with, you from Jamestown, Alex?
Yeah, actually.
Jamestown native, Alex Glazier. Glazier.
Could be.
Glazier. Nice to meet you, Alex. This is the first time I've met you.
Yeah. Same.
We're just kind of hitting the streets, seeing who's
met you.
out and about. And Alex here's got some pretty interesting stuff to tell us about graphic design.
Yeah. And one other thing, actually, today I got my braces off, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How's it feel to not have to worry about it?
I feel like I'm licking my teeth more than ever, but I feel good about it.
Oh yeah.
Cool, man. How long did you have
2
braces?
years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
2 years. And
No.
now, have you eaten anything yet?
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that's good.
Yeah, I needed it.
You know who else needs to eat? Paul. Paul needs to eat.
You can do it.
He has an eating disorder.
Oh, I knew it.
That looks delicious.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you ordered?
What is this called?
I don't know.
Pumpkin
I got a
spice
pumpkin
latte?
spice
Oh,
latte.
okay. I thought it was.
Hey, film me. I'll talk
I
about it.
am the white girl here.
Talk about the pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, well, the pumpkin spice latte is very good.
That's all you got?
You officially hit
Dylan, you want to tell us something else while you're here?
Well, I've always strived to be a woman, but this is America. Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Dylan.
What is this show called?
1, 2, 3.
know.
It's the podcast. You're on it now.
That's a fantastic name, by the way, for a podcast. I love
Thank
that.
you. I had nothing to do with it, so.
Oh, okay.
But
That was Zeke's mastermind.
I
How did
guess
you get here then?
I don't know how I got here, Alex. I tell you, I'm like an alternate that I like to consider myself part of the show.
You are part of the show. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Is alternate universe appropriate with the name?
That's what I was thinking when he said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's
I mean,
some
it fits.
Like
It
you're
fits.
the host in this universe.
I'm not trying to
Somebody
force
else.
that upon you, but I
No,
kinda
that's
you
all right.
think about it.
Who's the
I'm
host?
actually filling in for my brother. He's the
Oh,
normal
okay.
host, and
Oh,
Jose's too lazy to interview anybody.
He's looking at me.
He's pretty busy anyway.
He's playing Candy Crush over there. He's got way more important things to do.
Right.
Shut up.
But I'm here with Alex and Scap, and
So
we're
you
here
do
to
graphic design.
talk about graphic design.
We might get together for possible band logos with you.
Yeah?
On a couple fronts. Do
So-
you do band logo design?
I started in the music industry. So
well, this is very serendipitous,
okay,
then, isn't it?
Not music industry. Like I didn't work at studios or anything.
Right.
But I recorded bands. Paul knows. And I actually got my first degree in music. So
That would be
that's
awesome.
my
man.
background.
Well, we should get your card because
Yeah.
Trip needs one.
And like recording?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Through JCC, I didn't go to Fredonia, but I have my own stuff and I like doing it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you use Pro Tools?
I did.
You did.
But-
What have you gone to now?
Reaper.
That's what Ben
Yeah.
uses.
It's so easy.
Ben
Now.
swears by it.
Yeah.
He said Reaper's.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know much about it.
What do you
like?
do?
Like the only thing I do is I do audio recording on GarageBand.
Okay. Yeah.
That's about it.
I mean, yeah, I've got stuff. I'm actually looking to get out of it, the recording stuff, but I still want to do like all design work for the music people.
We got it.
So you're gonna get rid of your equipment?
Yeah, I want to.
I'd be interested in talking to you about
Yeah,
that.
definitely. I'm glad I met you guys. Like,
It's a good day for you.
yeah.
Seems like we can all help each other out here. Let's talk about your graphic design then. I mean, let's get more into it.
Okay.
So, what are you working on now, or?
I have a 9 to 5. I work at 360 Graphics in Jamestown. They're up on Foot Avenue.
Did you do the Uplift Jamestown logo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Autumn and I are doing that together.
Oh.
It was big. It was. I was like, if you guys want to
I've
see,
been trying to meet.
yeah, if you guys want to see a badass logo, you go to the Uplift Jamestown Facebook page and you can see
Shout
Alex's
out.
logo. It's badass. It's
Thanks,
perfect,
man.
man.
Well,
Thank
maybe you can bring that up and show that at that point.
It's pretty sweet.
Thanks,
Like,
man.
it's perfect. So
This is a pretty cool logo if you want a quick little.
So we're on foot. You're working at
Can you show it?
Yep.
what was the name of the place?
360
360 Graphic.
Yeah. And actually, the Uplift, that's one of my favorite projects I've done, like so far.
It's great.
Without a doubt. So
it's perfect, man.
I'm pretty excited to see what happens with that.
Heck yeah.
And that's my favorite thing to do is like branding. And as far as like getting into my design stuff, the whole reason I like it is it's like systems thinking. So it's laying out patterns and setting themes, and then just like building rules that are fun to use.
Mm-hmm.
So like Uplift, you set things up, and then you like theme and variation, just like music. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I was to say it's definitely an art. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. I admire people who can do stuff like that and make something cohesive out of a theme or like what they're trying to project. So that's
Yeah.
cool. That's really awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I love to do, and if anyone's writing a book ever, call me. I really love like layout design and print and stuff like that. So newspapers, like
I
books,
actually
all
know a
that.
guy who's writing a book
Yeah.
right now that would probably be interested
Awesome.
in
I
talking
would
to you.
love that.
How about apps?
Nope.
No, I'm saying like, could you do a layout for an app though?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could. Okay.
layouts,
I'm gonna have to get with
definitely.
you on that too.
Yeah, I'd love to. It's just I don't have the coding skills.
No, that's okay. I'm just looking for
But-
somebody to do the layout.
Yeah, making stuff look.
Yeah, I can do the coding, but I the graphic design part of it, I'm kind of
I would love to.
Sweet.
I love it.
awesome.
We've been talking for a while in our band
Yeah.
for we can't figure out what we want for a logo, so I mean, yeah, that'd be
I'd love to.
cool to get something going.
Yeah. What do you
Looks
guys?
like we found our contact.
What do you guys play? What do you do?
We're pretty much the greatest
Yeah.
band ever.
Do you guys have a card?
A card? We have a CD.
I have a call-in card.
But yeah, no, we're in a local band around the area. Play her out wherever we can.
Yeah.
I guess. Trip to Deuce.
Trip to Deuce. Okay. I've seen that on posters.
Right
Right.
there you go.
Yeah.
And you probably haven't seen a logo associated with it.
No,
so
I haven't.
Right. Something we can change though.
it's all good.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
No, not yet. Maybe like, when we're playing Madison Square Garden, we're gonna need one.
Yeah.
Right.
Like 10 minutes before, just
Right.
hang out.
Come on, dude, quick. Let's do something.
I'm not much of an artist or graphic designer myself, but I can trace pretty good.
Yeah.
I can color within the lines for the most part.
If he wants to.
Can you break?
If I feel like it.
Can you break the graham cracker on the perforation, like the?
I don't need to break it. I just throw the whole thing in there.
Oh, so
I
you
don't
even
have
break
eating
it.
disorder.
Sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
That's how they weed out the losers in graphic design school. If you can't like,
If you can't,
Yeah.
get
If
the
you
graham
can't
cracker.
break the graham
they're like-
cracker.
You're done. You're down.
never.
What about Oreos? When you split an Oreo, do you
no.
always get cream on one
Wow.
half, or do you like
They
get it
shouldn't
perfectly
do
so that it's
that.
like even?
Do you like tear it apart like this, or do you twist?
No,
first?
I twist.
You're a twister.
I'm a twister.
Yeah.
When it comes to Oreos.
I haven't done it in a while. I don't know my technique.
I used to get like a
Gotta brush
brush
up on that.
and like try to like try it.
Yeah.
But you know that was too much.
Well, then the
I, like,
cookie
break
breaks
them.
in half. Like
Yeah.
the half of the cookie breaks in half.
Yeah.
You know, like just.
It's kind of
Then you
sad.
get cream on it.
Too much cream.
Well, there's never too much cream in an Oreo. In an Oreo, Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Okay. So yeah, covered a lot. What do you guys play?
I play percussion.
Nice.
Guitar,
All right.
Yeah.
backup vocals.
Nice.
I'm not in the band.
He doesn't do much, but he plays Candy Crush.
That's an instrument. Is that an instrument?
It is right now.
And if anybody heckles us during the show, he
Yeah.
kicks their ass. So,
That's a
so
a band name.
we're literally heckle free.
He is very important when it comes to our music videos, which we do have some music videos you can check out on YouTube.
I wonder who helped you with that.
We got 3 videos, right?
3 music videos.
Crazy.
Why? Would you like to direct music videos as well?
No, not at all. That is not.
I think that was genuine curiosity. I wonder.
I winked at Paul though.
Oh
Just 'cause
yeah,
I, like,
Paul.
Shout out.
Paul indeed did help us quite a
Yep,
bit.
okay.
He's always helping us.
Yep.
I actually can't wink. Like I have to like crush my.
Is that that awkward thing? Like,
Yeah, I can't. Like
Some people can't wink. Some people
Right.
blink when they're trying to wink. You know, they turn their head. They're just-
That's probably what I do.
that's what ends up happening.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. I don't want to do it on camera. Just wait.
Wink. Or try to wink.
I don't like.
I
try.
kind of want to see it.
Maybe the frame
Yeah,
rate
ready?
would sync up.
Like yeah.
Well, your mouth kind of comes up a little bit.
Yeah,
You do have
exactly.
kind of a freaky look to you. There you go.
It's
It's scary. It's a little scary.
yeah.
It's not.
It's not supposed to be. But
No,
like,
I mean,
It's no scarier than everybody else.
yeah. I mean, we're all scary.
now that the braces are off, it's less scary. So like that helps.
I like the confidence you have without braces.
Yeah, I need it day one. You know.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
getting acclimated to it. That's sweet, man. Yeah.
Thanks. No,
And I gotta
it's
say, you do have a nice straight smile,
Thanks.
so that's nice.
Thanks.
Nice straight teeth.
Cosmo's single, just so you know.
So
I'm not single.
for an idea as to how bad they were, you've seen the predator's mouth. Like that's kind of how my teeth
Jesus.
look. Like.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I almost would have said maybe no braces then.
Well, no, it's a good thing.
All right, well, I'm sure.
Like they were like, your teeth are gonna fall out in 5 years if you don't. It's like,
That's a pretty good.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Kicking the yeah. You're like shit. I don't have many
yeah,
choices.
put it that way.
So today
I
is a
guess.
good day. You got braces off. You got a pumpkin spice latte type
You
deal.
have to plug your biz.
You get to
Yeah.
talk about your graphic design.
Yeah.
And probably we have what do we have like 62,000 subscribers right now.
It's around 62. Yeah.
So I mean, this
Yeah.
is pretty legit.
Yeah, no, this is great.
This is a good day.
It was a pleasant surprise. Like, who knew?
It's all. It's all down.
It's all
from
happening.
here.
No,
It's all downhill from
What's
here.
uphill? Uphill.
Uplifted.
Uplifted. Well, I was saying like it's easier to go downhill.
Oh yeah, gravity, man.
I agree with that statement because I hate going up hills. I
I think
swear.
that's maybe why I said it that way.
I mean,
Because I should have set it up here.
you start me off at the top of the hill and say, "Hey, you need to get down there."
Right.
We're good.
Right.
You start me off at the bottom and say, "You need to get up there," and I say,
What's the preferred method for getting down a hill?
I mean, you can walk, run, roll.
Mosey.
Yeah,
What mosey down there.
Mosey.
You can do whatever you want. I mean,
Stroll?
now if a hill's too steep, it's not always fun to go down.
No.
you know?
No.
But
I feel like
I like going down.
you need a flatter
rather
place
than
to live than
uphill.
like
Right, Paul?
Jamestown.
You get it.
They hate hills.
Oh, I know. It's just one big hill.
Yeah. Both
That's
ways.
what I said when I moved here. Just one big hill.
if we ever flooded, like
It's too much of a hill. It's like
This area, yeah, Brooklyn Square would be screwed.
it'd be a giant swimming pool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. No, not really.
Yeah, somebody
Kinda
should
would.
flood the town. That's yeah.
The swimming pool
Definitely.
idea is cool, but not the flooding.
So have you ever recorded a band before? You said you did
Yeah,
music recording.
I hope they're okay with it, but my favorite project was Smack Dab. I did their second album, and that was like when I started doing it, I was like, I'm gonna work with them, and then
The
2 years
one with
later,
like First and Main on it?
yeah.
You did that?
that blue
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Cool. Look, that sounded real good.
Thanks.
I've heard that quite a few times.
I didn't do the mix. I'm not responsible for how it sounds to you now, but I got the instruments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Nice, dude.
yeah, it was really fun.
Hell yeah, that's a great album.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was really great to work with too.
Yep, they're good guys. We know Smack Dab well.
Definitely. And I'm connected to my family too. Like they know my uncle. I don't know if you saw the Chalk Walk.
Yeah.
My uncle Chris Velasquez. He's the
That's
illustrator.
your uncle?
Yeah.
I just ran into him. He does awesome
Yeah.
stuff.
He's
Ridiculous
so
stuff.
good.
I asked him if he could do something for us, but I'm not sure if he's gonna go into that realm. He said he doesn't do a lot of personal stuff anymore.
Yeah. Well.
That would be sweet.
Yeah. He does it full time, and he's got a baby. So that.
I know his work. I love his work. It's
Yeah.
perfect for like
Yeah.
the digital art. It's amazing.
And it's great to see like on local things too, like Southern Tier beers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, he did that.
Well, like Right Away. I don't think it's out anymore.
Oh, like the train.
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah.
That was good.
No, I love it.
I'm learning something. I didn't know that there was this degree of connectedness to the town. But
6 degrees of Jamestown.
Yeah.
We were all
Do we all know
in
Kevin
Kevin
Bacon?
Bacon.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I love Kevin Bacon. Can we talk about Kevin Bacon for a minute?
Talk about
Yeah.
bacon.
Kevin Bacon or bacon in general?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with bacon.
I haven't seen Kevin Bacon in a while, but I have seen Bacon.
Does he-
Kevin Bacon was in the following a couple years back. It was good
okay.
the first year. The second year kind of went downhill a little. But Kevin Bacon, not because of Kevin Bacon.
Right.
Obviously, Kevin Bacon was stellar.
It's an instant improvement, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
let's
bacon,
give it.
Bacon itself.
Let's give it up for bacon in general,
Yeah.
right?
Bacon.
I mean,
Yeah. Bacon.
all right, come on, Jose. Bacon.
So.
A big fan of bacon.
And
It's hard not to be.
what made you a fan of bacon?
Ooh, well, I love to eat, and bacon is delicious and
Right.
fatty and
Do you like it
delicious.
crispy
Yeah.
or?
Oh yeah.
I will eat bacon. I will eat a crispy bacon. I'll eat a limp bacon. I'll eat Kevin. So,
So you don't discriminate when it comes to bacon
I
at all.
don't discriminate when it comes to meats generally. It's the veggies, they need to stay away and just give me more bacon.
If you had a
Anything
choice
green.
though, gun to your head, which bacon do you eat?
All of it.
Well, it depends. I guess it depends on what my bacon is being paired with. Is it on a burger?
Wow.
Do you
I
pair
like
it, is it like
crispy.
pairing it with wine?
I'm not good.
Yeah.
There's certain bacons that you pair with different wines.
Yes. You know,
That's a
if,
restaurant idea.
Bacon and wine.
if I'm eating a chocolate covered bacon, I don't
So
want it super
That's
crispy.
good though.
Oh, it's
Shout out
fantastic.
both of you. That's
No,
So nasty.
no, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
You've never had it.
Y'all
Yes, I
let it
have.
down.
I didn't like it.
Y'all let
What?
it down.
Rat forced me to do it.
Chocolate covered bacon may be like God's greatest gift to man.
You know what isn't God's greatest gift? Chocolate covered like peppers and hot stuff. Like that is not okay.
I've never had a chocolate covered pepper.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I've never had one either.
They do.
I'm a big
Sounds like
fan
a
of chocolate
crazy,
covered
crazy drug.
pretzels.
Yeah.
And those chocolate peppers.
Yeah, I don't know if that. What do they call it?
Well, like
The-
pepper chocolate. Like that's
The
just
taste profile. Is that what they call it? Goes
Palate?
together
The
with
mouth
pepper.
feel.
The mouth. Yeah, we'll go with that. The mouth feel.
The mouth
It's a
feels.
strange word.
I don't know if it goes with the pepper, but hey,
I
gotta
don't
try
know
it.
either.
You gotta start trying everything. You might come upon something really cool.
Scap's
They do
all
it
about
here.
the mouth feeling.
Yeah.
Mouth feel. That's how
They
you
do it
get
here,
people. You should advertise that. Do you like our mouth feel?
Hey, girl.
Hey,
The mouth feeling's a lot like be feeling.
Oh, that's right.
Because we be
Be
feeling.
feeling.
We be feeling.
So fall is technically here because you have a pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I
And
know.
a jacket.
You broke
I'm,
the
I'm not
seal.
gonna lie, I'm a big guy, but I'm sweating a little bit. And you're sitting here in a jacket
I
with
got
a
shorts.
pumpkin spice latte, and I'm thinking, wow, Why?
I'm a top heavy guy, so I like layers up
You
here,
think
and then
you're
I've got
top-heavy?
like shorts and boat shoes.
Okay,
So
fair
it's
enough.
Like contrast.
So you're getting some cool down low and some heat up top.
I like the breeze down here.
Makes sense. The heat. You gotta have a little heat with your breeze sometimes.
I mean, if you're gonna choose where to have your sweat, not putting it down there, like.
I see what you're saying. It's a good strategy.
See?
He's got a date.
We just get the rings.
You know, you seem to be a pretty intelligent man.
Nice.
So
Same to you.
that's always good. And you even look a lot smarter now because you don't have braces. So
Yeah.
because you know everybody who's got braces,
Right.
they don't
Little-
look smart.
I don't know.
It's a misconception. People always think nerd, braces, glasses. No,
Calculator
people
in
with
the pocket.
with
Yeah,
braces,
right.
not
Protractor.
smart. So for the last 2 years, you were probably
Pretty nerd. Yeah.
pretty
Yeah, it's true.
So
unintelligent.
it's a whole new world for you, man. That's
My
awesome.
brain, like IQ bumped up.
Yeah,
It's like
big time.
leveling up, you know.
Are you a single man?
I am.
You're not about to be anymore, man. Welcome to the world.
That's it.
Oh, when people see you on this,
Yeah. Well,
You're on
hey,
Facebook?
I'm here. I'm giving out my cards now.
you on Facebook because that's
I
gonna
am.
blow up,
I
man.
am. Glasses, intelligence for sure. I respect that.
Thanks. I need them to see, but I'll take that.
Right.
I mean, it's not like I'm just wearing them for the show. Like, ooh.
So long this is good.
How bad is your vision?
I can't see. I mean, it's pretty bad.
Let's play a game. Can you see the latte?
I can see an orange mug. Yeah.
This is his favorite
Did
color
you watch
too.
the Chappelle show?
Kyle's favorite color because
I,
he's a Cleveland
I
fan.
do.
He's
So-
drinking from your favorite color cup.
It was a great pleasure meeting you and talking with you about
Thanks.
graphic design. We'll
Yeah.
get in touch with the band.
I will.
Get
I'll
a
be talking
logo
to you,
going
actually.
on.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm gonna hand out stuff right now if I have it.
Alex Glazier.
We're sitting here, not standing here. We're sitting here with Autumn Echo, and that's all I'm going to say for now because we're going to let her introduce herself because I don't think I'd give it its due diligence, right? But we do have, and I'm not sure why I'm doing this. Like I've never, but Cosmo is supposed to be the co-host and actually the host of the show, but we're going to go with it. We're going to like it.
Hi, Cosmo.
Hi.
So
Hi, Autumn. How you doing?
Autumn,
Good.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Thank
my
you.
absolute pleasure. Marco?
yeah.
I want one. I want one.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
It's been a while.
Can you tell us? Okay, so can you tell us a little bit? You don't have to go crazy, about like where you started, but like right now, like what are you doing?
Okay. Well, I'm living and I'm breathing. But in addition to that, well, I work for Infinity Visual and Performing Arts, which is a local nonprofit youth development program, music and arts education. So I do that every day. I also run a monthly poetry event series, 3 series right now. So I have, in the month of September, an event every single week for poetry.
That's awesome.
I am also participating in a movement of positivity
More than
with
just
somebody
participating.
participating
Doing a lot. You're doing a lot.
with somebody at this table.
It's not me.
So running right now it's just a Facebook page called Uplift Jamestown. Apart from that, I don't know.
And just being an overall light to the community. So like, what was the impetus for you starting Pulse Poetry Slam? Like what are the origins? How did you get people together? Like what was your, like if you had a mission about what you wanted to do, what would that mission be? Like,
Well, like in the beginning, like as a person, when I was younger, I never really felt like I had a thing. I didn't feel like I had a voice. I didn't feel like I had a platform. So I decided that I was going to create my own. And performance poetry was just like the logical thing for me to do at the time because I have been writing since I was a little kid. And then it just, like at this point, now where we're at with Pulse, it's been 3 years, and I kind of watched it turn into this community of people, all different kinds of people, LGBTQ plus, young people, old people, like across the board. And so mainly right now, I just want to keep fostering this community for people where they can just be who they are, and nothing else matters. Like, who you are and the story that you have to tell is the most valuable thing that you can bring into an event with Pulse. And there's not a lot of places where you can go where that's the case. You know, everybody's story matters. So I guess that's it.
And I feel like you're already like the creative voice of the town right now. Like somebody to represent the town via voice. I would think Autumn would be the person right there.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Thanks. Who's your favorite Power Ranger?
No.
The pink one.
I like the pink one.
What if I told you that I'm not super familiar with Power Rangers?
Me neither, but the pink one was the cute one. And that's what I remember.
The other one was cute too.
I think it was I like the situation for some reason. They're associated with colors. So
exactly. If you know a color, you know a Power Ranger.
Right, and you got pink. And you got pink. Yeah. Right now, like you're doing Uplift Jamestown, right?
True.
And like, can you tell me like not how it started, but what you're currently trying to bring to the page?
Well, I have an idea right now.
Right, something like that.
To kind of open right now, what I want to do is open lines of communication with Uplift Jamestown itself, like that entity, and the community, individuals, and have them just present an issue, because everybody has got issues with Jamestown, you know? Yeah. People have no problem saying what it is that they think is wrong with Jamestown. So I want to give them the opportunity to do that. Say what's wrong with Jamestown. Make a huge list of all these things that people think is wrong with Jamestown. And then, instead of talking about the issues and how much they suck, because we already know that they do, going out onto the street and asking people of the list of issues which one they think they could have a solution for, and start talking about the things that they can actually do to make it better, because I don't even want to hear about a problem unless you're willing to provide a solution. You can't complain about something if you're not willing to make it better. That doesn't create a conversation, that just creates a black hole of negativity, and I'm not about that life, so. The only thing that's black is my dress, not my attitude, I guess. So, yeah, that's mainly it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna fly, but I have the idea in my mind, and that's what I'm hoping to do.
Okay.
So
what, like, if you had unlimited resources, like what would you be aspiring to do, like not just with the city, but like with yourself? Like, is it something that what do you aspire to? Like, what do you really want to do? Like, if you right now, like, if you didn't have to work, what would you be doing? Like, what really resonates with yourself?
Well, I guess even if I didn't have to work, I would still want to. But that's besides the point. The fact of the matter is, someday when I have unlimited resources from whatever, sugar daddy, I don't know. But what I really want to do is go on tour and be a touring poet.
Okay.
Someday.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah. So I think it would be super cool to do a tour across the country. Someday I'd like to travel to other countries, but mainly just being able to share my story and the things that I have to say with a wider audience would be super cool.
Is there a cause or an agenda that you're trying to not so much push, but to kind of vocalize for the people that you're on the tour? Is there a specific topic that you're trying to kind of reach, or is it just the act of being more vocal and being yourself and kind of expressing yourself?
Well, I definitely have the sort of standard my heart was broken and now I have to tell you all about it sort of vibe going with some of my poetry, but my heart's been broken in new kinds of ways that is so relevant to so many people in this community specifically, and to, I think, the country and the world on a large scale. I just had someone that I loved more than anyone in the entire world die of a heroin overdose, and already the issues of addiction were kind of seeping their way into my poetry, because it's all tied up in your emotions at that point when you love an addict. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of understanding of that pain that I could share with other people and
Sure,
maybe
because
help
along
them.
with the epidemic of people dying from this, there's also the people left behind that are
Yeah.
trying to deal with the grief.
Exactly.
Which people I know they think about, but it's kind of a more proactive way of actually
Yeah.
trying to specifically help those people.
Yeah.
What could we do to help you make that like a reality? Like, do you think that you could pull resources from the community to do that? Or are you rather thinking about doing it here as like a microcosm for what you want to do throughout the whole country?
Yeah, pretty much everything that I have intentions to do or am already doing in Jamestown, I think could be done on a large scale, just the same way that they're being accomplished here with the support of community members, like coming to events, being active on social media and sharing it, talking about it with your friends. Like if there's anything that's happening, the only way that it's going to succeed is with the support of a community. So, like, I don't know, my peeps are pretty cool about, sharing events, and they're usually pretty down for the cause, which I think is really great.
Cool.
Like, you guys are awesome.
Well, if we can, maybe we should start a GoFundMe for Autumn right now. It's whoever's watching this.
You can if you want.
So she can get across the country and share her.
As long as she's getting in on that, you can do that for me too.
It's a joint one. It's a joint GoFundMe.
He's not going to win a lot from his fantasy football team this year, so he's going to need some help.
Just trophies, hopefully.
Yeah, a lot of trophies. Well, is there anything else you wanted to add today? Any icing on the cake that you want?
I was hoping that you might want to maybe give us a little piece or something.
Oh, you want me to sing
yeah.
home for you, Cosmo?
Yeah, I do.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I guess I'm here, and I got to keep dress on, so I might as well.
Might as well.
You want to do it somewhere else or right there? Or?
Whatever. Let's do it up here. I'll stand.
Stage.
Yeah.
All right.
She skirt.
So here, without further ado, Autumn Echo performing an original.
My first puff of Newport tasted like the poison of a wicked wonderland. I inhaled the demons in dancing shoes. They swirled a pretty cloud in my lungs. My second puff, I thought of you. My lips wrapped around this sickness, and I imagined that your lips had done the same. You see, if your lips touch this, and my lips touch this, then in a way, our lips have touched, and our lips have never touched, but now I know what you taste like. Thickness, darkness, a burnt tornado breaking me beautiful from the inside out. My third puff was understanding that if I'm going to be in pain, if I'm going to suffer and crumble and collapse, if my chest will scream, my hands will shake, my eyes will water, it will not be because of you. It will be any other addiction but you. I sucked the life out of this cigarette trying to save myself. Half of me is ashes just the same. I remember my mom warning me about things like this. Bad boys, bad habits. There is no difference. The instant I discovered that every time she told me watch out for them, I realized I was just watching. Just observing the way you walk, never in a straight line, you teetered and chanting. It's like your equilibrium is tilted some to the left, some to the right. It's just like how we are never right where we should be. Always leaning towards it was meant to be, or maybe we never should have met at all, but I thought the same thing about this Newport. I thought, this could be a mistake. But it's intoxicating. Terribly, painfully perfect. It's the love child of oxygen and misery, easily the sweetest suffering I ever had the will to fill myself with. I should stop. I should crush this like evil embers. I should smash this like succulent sadness, but I have useless fingertips, broken wrists, tired tendons, I think. Because I can't think of anything but the thin line. Beginnings and endings, or top lip and bottomless cloud in the sky in the universe, my feet in the ground. You're the thin line that feels like breaking. I'm taking it all in like it won't be the death of me, but you will be the death of me, or the life or the high. Either way, it's all temporary, and I'm left with this distant, powerful tremor in my left hand and in my right, and it's wrong, but I need another hit. I crave it. I tell myself one more would be more than enough. They say there are a million things toxic, but you will never find regret and sickening desire on the label next to nicotine. And fiberglass is the last of the things tearing me apart from the inside out that I'll be screaming about tonight. I seem to be addicted to things that disappear quickly. This is my thought as I breathe in deeply. I let the exhaust rest its razor blade edges on the tender sides of my esophagus. I think my last puff tasted just like my first. And my first puff tasted just like you.
And that was the show for tonight. We had Scat, Autumn, Alex, Cos, and myself. Powerful performance by her. Great interviews by these dudes. Catch us next week or whenever we drop the next video. 1, 2, 3.
It's a podcast!
We're out.